get comfortable.
Morning.
It is morning. It's a beautiful day.
Greg looks distraught.
I'm tired.
Still worn out.
I'm tired. I'm whipped.
How was that traffic yesterday?
Oh my God. It was insane.
Anytime there's a holiday weekend, Friday is the worst traffic day.
Yeah, it was crazy. Hey. Shut down with flames. But yeah, Matthias
How are
is
you
back.
reading that?
Jared's not here and you're here.
How are you reading that?
What do you mean?
Do you have contacts in?
I got a bionic eye.
Oh, you had a bionic eye?
Steve Austin.
Oh, I haven't
I
gotten
got a
to
hole
that.
back here in my head. You can look through it and it'll.
So I can read it from about here, and I can read it from back here, but if that phone was in my hand, I wouldn't be able to read it.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
What's up, Michael? $3 million Kickstarter got us. Ours. Oh, that's that big freaking printer. Oh, jeez. You seen the pictures of that?
Mm-mm.
The Elgo Giga.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 4 feet by 4 feet by 4 feet square.
What?
3D printer.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it literally takes up a room.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it's what's so weird about it is you see this big massive frame, because that's all it is a frame.
Right, and then it has everything that,
Yeah.
right?
But then you have this little bitty print head, a standard print head, right? So when you look at it, you're like, wow, that's so tiny.
But it's huge.
Oh my God, dude! You could print.
We could print this chair in there.
Yes, you could literally. Yes.
Yeah.
That's crazy. New subscriber, yes! Thank you so much as I point the blue finger at you. Thank you.
How is that finger?
It's infected.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wire go in it?
I don't know. I think I got the fungus.
No kidding?
Yeah. Sucks.
Did you cut it on something?
Oh, these two fingers here, like you can see that one. I mean, it's taking forever to heal because I got this. So
You're a picker.
no, I'm a bumper. So
Oh.
when you're plugging in, things.
Constantly.
So this is called finger tape, and we used to use this religiously at Whirlpool manufacturing stoves. We would literally tape our finger, and the beauty of it is you actually make where it comes on
off. Yeah.
So Kim was like, "Look, you need to wear some gloves. Let this heal, because you keep hitting it." I'm like, oh, I can't wear gloves. I can't do.
You can't do fine things with your fingers.
So then she made the suggestion, what about finger tape? Like we used to use at building stoves because you grab screws. I'm like, that's freaking genius. Went to Amazon, roll of it.
Finger tape.
Finger tape.
Is that what it's called?
Yep. Then, because I'm the world worst about cutting my hands when I'm 3D printing stuff, I'm taking the stuff off.
Yeah, slice, finger, tear.
I did have gloves, and they got in the way.
This thing is awesome, by the way.
Oh yeah, I love it. And so I found on Amazon their finger cots.
That's the little rolling up Band-Aid that looks like a condom? Oh.
No. These are actually Kevlar sleeves that go
Oh,
over your
nice.
fingers that are cut resistant.
Nice.
So you don't have to wear a glove. You can just.
Did you buy those?
Yes, I did.
And they work?
I don't know. They came in while I was on my work trip.
Oh.
So
I would have put them on last night. That's just me.
honestly, by the time I got home last night,
You
I
were
was
done.
like, yeah. Finger tape. I'm telling you, this stuff is amazing. It's very, very thin. It tears easy, and it's designed to do layers. But like if you got a Band-Aid on the tip of your finger.
Oh, it's a pain in the butt.
So if you get finger tape, I mean, you can feel it. I mean, it's.
Yeah, it's just like the stuff I would wrap around
He
my...
squeezed my finger. It's injured. He squeezed it. He
Well,
didn't
what am I
feel it.
supposed to do?
You're supposed to.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a finger squeezer.
What's up, Caleb? But yeah, it's I highly recommend I mean, it's like $30 a roll, a sleeve. I think there's like
But you're
10
going
or
to use it all the
12
time.
rolls.
Different colors?
Green,
Oh,
black,
see?
and blue.
That's what I like.
Green is what we used at Whirlpool. Everything was, but I saw they had blue, and I'm like, oh.
I'm going to get some blue.
Then I thought about black at first, and I was like, you know, let's get some blue. I got blue eyes. See it? Sort of matches.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, been gone for a while. We hadn't seen each other, and
Nope, just been working.
it's a month, right? It's about a month,
Let's
3
see.
weeks.
Oh, it's been more than that, I feel like. I feel
Maybe
like I
5
haven't been here
weeks?
in 5 weeks. There was soccer, and then I was
Yeah.
in Orlando.
And I was out.
Yep,
was
then I went
gone.
to Vegas.
I was
Then I went
back.
to San Diego.
Then I was back.
Then I came back, and you were out.
Yeah,
And then I came back
yeah,
today.
yeah. But you're right. Traffic yesterday was.
Dude, I left the office at 4:30. I still didn't
Dude,
get
I was
home till
coming back from
5:30.
Atlanta.
Oh, I know you were. That's why I asked how bad traffic was.
Okay.
Where do you get off? Where do you get off 75?
Usually Rocky Face
And
or
then
the
go
Calhoun.
and then go Cleveland Dalton
Yeah,
Highway.
Yeah. So, all right. I think it was a couple of weeks ago. I had a really good rant about drivers. I think. I'm not for sure, but I think I did.
You think it was a good rant, or you think it was 2 weeks
About
ago?
drivers. Yeah, I can't remember exactly when I did.
Okay,
About
but it
learning
was a
how to
good rant.
drive.
All right, people don't know how to drive.
I saw something yesterday.
Did they have a Tennessee tag?
All right. You're going to slide back to this.
Did they have a Tennessee tag?
No.
Oh, well, here's my issue with
Okay.
drivers.
Hang on a minute. This is. We're not going to ignore the chat, but this
We're talking.
This has serious stupidity. All right. If you've never driven in Atlanta, which we have,
All the time.
it's horrific on a good day.
Horrible.
So here's a day, and there's multiple on ramps on 285.
Yep.
Multiple.
Oh, you're on 285?
Oh yeah.
Even
So
worse.
I'm going down 285. Semi truck right behind me, right? And this is one of those where the lane ends. It tells you the lane's going to end like in a quarter of a mile, right? I'd already merged over, and it was like from
And the semi's already merged over because
yeah,
he's
me,
behind
me
you.
and him's in the right hand lane. The other lanes are just full. Probably they was typically what I do about the last 10 to 15 yards is I stay in the middle so people don't try
Whip
to,
out in front of you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
because that causes accidents.
Oh, all the time.
The semi truck was behind me, like behind me.
Like on you.
Yeah. Dude in a Dodge diesel truck, pickup truck, is literally, I'm watching this in my rearview mirror, trying to force his way in front of that semi truck.
In between you and the semi.
Yes. The semi is like 4 or 5 feet behind me. The Dodge truck just kept on, I mean, literally inches from hitting this truck. The semi driver laid on his horn, the diesel dude laid on his horn, and I'm sitting here watching this whole thing transpire, and I'm thinking, okay, the semi truck, we're only doing like 5 miles an hour. All right, the semi truck can't stop. In other words, you don't stop on an interstate. This is what the rant was about. It's the driver that is merging's responsibility to safely merge. People that are already on, it is not their responsibility to let you in. Right? If they can safely, yes.
They can without having to come to a complete stop.
Yes. We went down the road, and now take granted, every lane beside us on the left is full. You can't just pull a semi truck over into a freaking another lane. I couldn't even get over. This diesel truck is in the emergency lane trying to get this big truck to move over for a quarter of a mile.
Instead of just slowing
Blowing
down.
the horn, blah. Dude behind the semi truck was flashing his lights at him, saying, "Hey, I'll let you in." I mean, he had a gap. And I'm like, idiot, you know?
I'd have just squeezed over a little bit, run him
The
into a
semi-truck
guardrail.
he actually did come to the right, son, to try to say, look, if you want to play this game, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Trust me, people, you will
You
lose
will
with a semi-truck. There is no option to where you win.
I asked if he had a Tennessee tag because I don't think people in Tennessee know how to drive.
I don't
Because-
think anybody does anymore.
Well, I
I
grew
really
up. I
don't.
grew up in a state where you had to take driver's ed to get your driver's
I
license.
had to take driver's ed.
You don't anymore in Tennessee,
have to
and you
take it.
haven't for 15 to 20 years.
I didn't have to take it to get my driver's license, but it was an
Insurance
elective.
and insurance deduction.
Well, back then, though, I
Yeah,
mean, think
yeah.
about it. To me, it was a fun elective.
Yeah, me
You got to-
too.
You got to go
We
drive a car.
had to take it. You couldn't even get your learner's permit if you hadn't taken driver's ed.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, it's
and I wish they did that here because people in Oklahoma don't know how to drive either, but they definitely know how to drive better than the people here. Did you see that lightning?
I did.
Did you guys see that lightning? That was
I
incredible.
I don't know. It's hard for me to. Ooh, rolling
It's
thunder.
close, dude.
So my thing is like, you know, you're only here for a finite amount of time.
Exactly. Enjoy your time here. Quit being so damn quick about
Why?
it.
You mean? He could. I mean, this dude could have caused this truck to wreck, which would have backed everything, which would have caused other people to wreck. I mean, somebody could have got killed.
Yep.
Over what? You happen to be 48 feet behind. 48 feet. Let's round it up to 60 because the truck trailer.
Yeah. 53 feet plus 100. Yeah. Inches.
Ooh.
Yeah.
60 feet.
Yeah.
You're 60 feet less closer than you would be.
People are moronic.
Yes. But and I thought it was funny when the diesel pickup truck blew his horn and semi-truck like
He laid it on
oh
there.
yeah, he's just like, yeah, whatever, little bitty boy.
Did he finally get over? Did he get in between you and the semi, or did he?
No, he actually finally gave up the ghost because the semi-truck was actually coming into the emergency lane and like, okay, I'm funneling you.
Yeah.
You're only going to have one option.
Yeah, and that's to stop.
And then they was barrels coming up. So the semi-truck only had like one wheel over into the emergency lane. But the emergency lane had these construction barrels coming up, so the pickup truck didn't even he didn't have an option, and I think that pissed him off even more
I love
because
it.
of the construction barriers. So
I love it.
just think, people, just think. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, just be courteous.
Yeah. I don't even think they didn't even turn the air on in here yet.
It's a little warm, isn't it?
It is. I don't even think all the lights are on.
When they put those goofy-looking cameras in the mall?
I don't know. Did you see the sign where it says it's patrolled by K9?
The mall's controlled by K9?
It's patrolled.
Bull,
I ain't never seen a dog.
bull roar.
That's like those putting up the ADT signs out.
Do you
front of
think
your
it's
house.
just like one of those robot dogs that walks around?
Oh, that would be cool.
Right?
That would be cool.
If it comes by and sniffs my butt, I'll make sure we turn the camera. Because that's what dogs do, right? I would, if I had a robot dog, I would teach it to
Oh, you'd
smell
have
other
to.
dogs' butts, right?
Hike a leg.
Yeah, it'd be
Even
great.
if even nothing came out, just
Just
hike
a little oil.
Oh no! Hike a leg and a laser beam.
Yeah, or oil. It'd be great. Sorry.
Have you bought anything lately? Any toys? You picked up anything?
I did. You know that $35 Boba Fett?
Oh, the Funko Pop.
No, the on the card, and it's a. I don't even know if those are considered Black Series, but it's on the flat card. You know,
Yeah.
it was $17 at my Walmart, so I was like,
That's a no-brainer.
that's a no-brainer. And I'm
No-brainer.
thinking about getting another one to open and then just one to throw in a box.
Yeah, it's weird about the clearances and stuff. It's like
But they've been slowly clearancing those down. They went from 34 to 24, and I was like, I'm not buying it for 24.
No.
But
Even
17, I'll buy it for 17. I'll wait. I hid a couple. Maybe they'll get down to 12.
which, in all honesty,
They found the other ones I hid because they did a
a reset.
reset. Yeah.
Dang it. Jared's
I've been
not
hiding them for a year. They've been there for a year.
Jared's not here today. We don't know why. He texted us. We got a little group chat, and he said he couldn't make it. So
Here's my
hopefully-
guess. He likes to sleep in when it's raining.
I'm thinking, dude, who doesn't?
I mean, I can't.
Oh, I can.
I can't sleep in. I wish I could.
Dude, I swear I think there
Oh,
could
I
be an
haven't.
F5 tornado going right by me and I could sleep through it.
Really?
Yeah, well, storms are like melatonin to me. And if I take a melatonin and there's a storm,
You're doubly,
I'm
you're
coma.
out.
I'm coma.
So I went to Vegas for work.
Yes.
Got there on a Tuesday evening. I had to be somewhere at 6:30 that night, which is 6:30, 8:30, 7:30, 9:30 our time. And had been at work earlier in the morning and then went and got on a flight, flew out there, went to this thing at 6:30, which is 9:30, which is normally when I'm like winding down for the day.
Yes.
But I had been on an airplane for 5 hours. First, Chattanooga to Charlotte, so literally coast to
You're lucky you even got out of Charlotte.
Vegas.
Because Charlotte is notorious.
Dude, it's brutal. I'll tell you another story about that in a second.
Okay.
So I get to Vegas, and I'm up until, I don't know, 11 o'clock Vegas time, which is like 1 o'clock Chattanooga time.
Yeah.
I woke up at 3:30 in the damn morning Vegas time because it was 6:30 Chattanooga time. And I thought, I swear, if I do this for the next 3 days that I'm here, I'm going to be so pissed.
It messes with you.
I woke up every day at 3:30, which is
Yep.
6:30 Chattanooga time. No matter what time I went to bed, my body
Yep.
was like, it's time for you to get up. I was like, do you not realize that it's dark and I'm in
Doesn't
a
matter.
different state?
Doesn't matter.
Flew back on.
Your internal clock does not change time zones.
No, it does not,
It
and
does not.
it pissed me right off.
Now, I'll take that back. It will on your last day.
Well, it couldn't because I had to catch a flight.
Exactly.
So Friday, fly back. Didn't do anything the weekend. Had 2 soccer games, something else I can't remember. And Monday went to work. Tuesday took the day off because I needed to get some stuff done because I had been out of town 2 weeks in a row.
Right.
Wednesday, my wife and I get on a plane to Charlotte, and then from Charlotte to San Diego.
Got you.
In San Diego, my internal clock tried to work, but I
Right.
wouldn't let it.
Exactly.
I just fought it.
You have to.
I did.
Yeah, I mean, you really
And
do.
so
have
San
to.
Diego was nice, but since you said you're lucky you got out of Charlotte, let me tell you, Vegas. So the hotel we stayed at was for a convention, and they had. I sent you video of the dirt track.
Yeah.
So they have bowling alleys there, and they were having a bowling tournament, huge bowling tournament. People from all over the world, all over the United States coming to this bowling tournament. I was there for a tow show, so there was tow trucks in one part. Then downstairs in the basement, what are those called? Those cars?
Oh, the radio
The
control car.
RC
Yeah.
gas-powered cars.
Yeah.
Amazing. I went downstairs and watched that for a
So
little
you
bit.
actually got to see what I used to do.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I called you.
fun.
So it's me and a guy from work. We're on the airplane and we're sitting. He's on that side of the aisle. I'm on this side of the aisle, and a steward is coming down, and a stewardess is coming down to help this lady who claims somebody's sitting in her seats, and she has bowling balls, and she's trying to put them up above her seats, and she's like, hey, that's my seat. And this couple that was sitting in the seat didn't speak English very well, right? So the steward was like, hey, let me just figure this out. He looks. Yep, sure enough, their seats are like 3 or 4 more rows back. And so
Awesome
he's
stuff.
trying to explain to them, hey, you're in the wrong row. You need to be here. About this time, another lady who's trying to get on the plane is getting pissed.
Of
Same thing as
course.
your traffic issue,
Of
right?
course.
So she's getting mad that she's having to wait in the aisle. So she like shoves the steward out of her way and says, excuse me, I need to get by. And he turns and says, ma'am, we're trying to take care of this situation. We'll get you to your seat in just a second. As she shoves him again, blows by him, and goes, I don't know if I can say it on air, expletive to the guy.
Should have
And
kicked her off the plane.
hang
right
on,
then?
it gets
Okay.
better.
Okay.
And continues to walk to her seat. The stewardess, the other one that was coming from this direction,
Right.
stops her and says, ma'am, if you're going to use that kind of language, you can catch the next flight. And she said something, but I didn't hear it, even though it was super close. I don't know what she said. They let her go to her seat, sit down. They load everybody on the plane, and then right before we take off, they snatch that lady out of her seat and kicked her off
Embarrassed
the
her in front of everybody.
made her walk through
Love
down
it.
the whole plane.
Shame. Shame. Ding, ding, ding. Shame.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
But
yes.
kicked her ass off the plane. She was with her mom or somebody, an older lady, and they were bringing her off. They let her back on, but not the other lady. And so the one lady left, and the other one stayed. So then, this is all Charlotte. It's always Charlotte,
Oh,
right?
it is. It is.
So when I get on a plane, I'm super nice. I always
Oh,
say,
God, yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
thanks for taking care of us, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
So
fist bumps.
halfway through our flight to Vegas, the steward and the stewardess are coming by with the drink cart, and I'm like, you know what? We're going to Vegas. I'm going to have a beer. So I was like, hey, I'd like to get a beer, and I'd like to get one for the guy over here, the guy I was traveling with for work. And I pull my credit card out, and I'm trying to, hand it to him so they'll pay for it. And he was like, no, it's good. I go, what? And he goes, oh, yeah, you're good. And I was like, come on, dude. And then for the rest of the flight, it was free drinks on the steward and the stewardess, because if you're nice to them, man,
Exactly.
they'll take care of you. I'm just telling you.
Exactly.
So my wife and I, the following week, are flying from Chattanooga to Charlotte, and then from Charlotte all the way to San Diego. So it was coast to coaster.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and upgraded our flights so we could sit in first class, free drinks, a meal, because it was noontime.
Exactly.
Actually, the food on an airplane these days is amazing.
First class food is amazing.
First class food is amazing.
Yes, it is.
Real knife and fork. I could have
Yes.
stabbed the person next to me.
Real plates.
Real plates.
Real glasses.
Yeah. I mean, there was like an amuse-bouche, and then like a salad, and then the meal, and then
Yeah.
the bread. They come around with a basket of hot bread. Would you like wheat bread or
Yep.
whatever? Anyway, so we land in Charlotte. We have less than an hour to get to our flight. We get to our flight. We get on the plane after hoofing it, because I hate Charlotte. There's no tram.
Nope.
They just have those little flat escalators, and 90% of them are always broken.
Yep.
And we went from A to E.
Which is 9 miles.
Oh, it's easily. Your app tells you it takes you 20-something minutes to
Yeah.
get there, right? So we're walking pretty quick because we have to get on our flight. We get on the plane. We've been hoofing it, so we're kind of, hot and bothered. The air conditioner is not working because their AP unit, which is their auxiliary power unit, is out. So they're just pumping air into the plane from the terminal, right? So everybody gets loaded. They're getting ready to close the doors. They close the doors. He's like, "All right, we're about to push off from the gate, and we'll get you guys up in there. And as soon as we get up in the air, we have this thing cranked down to 65. We'll freeze you out before you know it." And we're like, "All right." Everybody in the back of the plane is like doing this.
Oh, you're having hot flashes.
Oh.
I mean, it's literally.
In first class, the air conditioner kind of works, but it doesn't. So we're sitting there sweating our butts off, right?
Morning.
And as soon as they start to taxi us, all the power goes out on the entire plane. As soon as they unplugged us, right? And you can hear that he still has his door open up front, the pilot, and you hear him go, "You need to plug us back in. You need to plug us back in." And this goes on, I promise you, for easily 15 minutes. About this time, I hear the guy go, "If you guys can't get us plugged in, I'm just going to go ahead and do an all call." And my wife's like, "An all call? Are they going to kick us off the plane?" I was like, maybe. So then the stewardess comes over the thing, and he's like, "All right, we're going to have to get everybody off the plane. Go ahead and unbuckle and get your luggage, blah, blah, blah." You hear all the doors in the back open, and people unbuckling their seatbelts, getting off. The stewardess walks up, opens the door, power back. Over the loudspeaker, the pilot goes, "All right, everybody, get back in your seats. We're gonna take off." My wife is sitting next to me, going, "We're getting off this plane, right?" And I was like, "No, we're not getting off this plane. We're about to fly to San Diego." She's like, "No, we're getting off this plane." I said, "No, we're not getting off this plane." She's freaking out, and I'm like, "Man." Kind of freaked out, but I'm not. The pilot's not going to put all of us in danger.
I'm in first class. I'm okay not to.
Yeah. I'm all right. So they close the door. Little old lady in first class in front of us calls over the steward. He comes over. She's like, "Yeah, I think I'd like to get off this plane." And he goes, "We've already closed the door. We're about to take off." She goes, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, sorry, ma'am." You had your opportunity when the door was open. So
I'll take a double.
About that time, you hear the
Yeah.
engines come on. That's the effed up part. You know you can't drink until you're in the air.
Yeah, I
Because
know,
it's
I
not
know.
a bar, it's a airplane. So,
Right.
but when it's in the air, it can be whatever it wants to be. So, it's funny because you hear the engines crank up, and my wife is like, and about this time, because the air conditioner's not working, all the condensation and the air, it looks like a smoke show in there. There's
Yep.
just, I mean, and it's just filling the cabin. And she's like, "Are you sure we don't need to get off?" I said, "Babe, we'll be just fine." So we hear the engines turn on. I said, "See, look, we got power." And she goes, "Well, what if the APU's still broken and we lose power in the air?" I said, "Well, then we'll probably be screwed because they won't be able to turn the engines back on." Um, so they
No
start taxiing
electronics,
us.
no hydraulics, no engine.
It's been an hour and 20 minutes past the time we were supposed to take off. We've been sweating on this airplane, right? We're on the runway. He cranks them up. We start taking off, and then all of a sudden you hear this. I mean, and it's loud, and my wife's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "Don't worry, it's totally fine. It'll stop making that noise once we get like to the right speed." Do you know what I mean? Because it's like not gonna move anymore, or it's gonna be moving so fast that it's barely gonna be touching anything.
Or it's going to fall off.
Or it's gonna fall off, right? So we're in the air at this time, and we've been up in the air climbing for maybe 4 minutes, and it's still making that noise, and then all of a sudden it stops, and I'm like, whew. We we get to altitude. The seatbelt light turns off. Steward comes to our seat, and he goes, "Can I get you guys anything to drink?" My wife's like, "I'll have a double Tito's and cranberry, please." And I was like, "Well, I guess I'll have the same." Whew. It was great, and that first drink was strong.
See, that's where you get because you know, in first class they'll give you a drink while you're waiting.
Yeah, but it's just water.
No, some of them you can actually get an alcohol while they're
Sometimes.
boarding.
Yeah, while they're boarding. Yeah, it was so hot they weren't doing that.
That's when you take that drink. You know, you get one. I'll take another, and you slide it down into the
little hole there.
or pour it in your water bottle.
Yeah.
Something, you know.
It was pretty funny. My wife was like, "We're getting off, right?" And I was like, "Nope, we are not."
Oh, it was when I came back into the last trip I flew was Omaha. When I came back into so flew Omaha, then Atlanta, Chattanooga. Yeah. So the
Wait, you went Omaha to Atlanta?
no, I'm trying to remember Chattanooga. Where did I stop at? I can't remember.
Or Chicago?
Yes,
Yeah.
Chicago. Yes, I went to Chattanooga, Chicago to Omaha.
Yep.
Then Omaha, Chicago
Yep.
back there. Anyway, so they'd made a faux pas. So the flight back from Chicago to Chattanooga is on one of those Bombardier planes. It's like 3 seats.
Yeah, the two and the one. Yeah, that's what we were on our way back from Charlotte.
Well, they somehow or another made a mistake or something, but I wound up being able to sit in the very first row, which is technically first class.
But it's not on that. Yeah.
You're just closer to the door. But there was nobody in front of me, so I had plenty of leg room, blah, blah, blah. And the lady, the stewardess, she was military, so we're talking and stuff, and the guy sitting next to us, him and his brother were going to Kentucky for the Derby.
Oh, it was Derby weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're sitting over there like, I mean, they're just blitzed. I mean, they're drinking double tequilas. I mean, they were just drinking.
They were taking care of
And
business.
I'm sitting over there. I mean, I'm not really paying attention to it, you know. And they were super cool. In other words, they weren't like, you know, stupid drunks. But he just kept leaning up like this right here, you know. And here she is in her jump seat, you know.
And he's talking to her.
And talking to her, you know, like really he's in real estate, blah, 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 you know. And they're just talking about, you know, she used to live here, he used to live there. He just looks over at me and goes, "Where you live at?" I said, "Well, I'm from Tennessee." "No shit." "I know people in Tennessee." I'm like, "Really?"
Really, it's only 5 hours long, right?
He said, "What
7
part
from
of
tip to
Tennessee?"
tip.
I said, and this is where I have fun with drunks. He said, what part of Tennessee?" I said, "Well, here's what you do. You leave Chattanooga, you go to Knoxville." Yeah. I said, "When you get to Knoxville, take exit 313. I don't even know if there's a 313 in Knoxville. Go up underneath the interstate, get back on the interstate, drive to Lenore City, get off exit 20, go up about 3 miles, make a U-turn, get back on the interstate, head towards Knoxville, and get off exit 5. Make a right, a left, a right, a left, drive straight for 4 miles. That's where I live. He's literally like, awesome.
Get out of here.
No, he literally, in the stewardess, or she literally was just all the composure in the world to keep him from busting out laughing. His brother, who wasn't near as toasted, about 20 minutes later, he just leaned over and he said, "You know he's effing with you, don't you? Are you that drunk that you can't figure out when somebody's effing with you?" And he's like, "Were you effing with me?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "That was good. That was really
awesome.
good because I believed it. And I remembered everything you told me." I'm like, "You did?" But again, just when you get in these situations, just be a normal human.
Some people can't.
But I have no pity for people that act a fool at an airport.
Me neither. None whatsoever.
None. If you can't get up early enough,
I don't care how much money you've paid for your ticket. I don't care
No.
how important you feel that you are
No.
or what you're doing is important.
No.
There are other people involved in the situation.
Yes. I had one guy once, I think it was,
And don't mess with the steward and the stewardess.
no.
Those people are taking care of you for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, depending on how long your flight
Yeah. And they can ignore your little light.
is. Yeah. That's right.
I like people that are.
I've never pushed the light.
I hadn't either. I like people that are prejudgmental about people. And so one of the perks is, as a veteran, I can board.
Yeah.
And I do. Very seldom do I take advantage of it. It depends on the flight, depends on how many people's on the flight.
How much stuff you got to put on the plane.
So when they call, I'm not active duty.
Right.
You can tell I'm not active duty.
Right, because you can't have that beard.
Well, unless you're special ops,
Oh.
But
It'd still be trimmed.
What they normally say is all active duty, retired, or veterans, can board. I had a dude, I don't even understand this dude. So that means we get to board before first class boards, right? And he was genuinely frustrated the fact that other people got to board before him. And as I was walking through, I heard him say, "What about first class?"
Yeah. Look, do you fly Delta mainly?
Mainly, yeah,
So I fly Delta and American.
because they have Comfort Plus.
Yeah, I know. So, but what's really funny is you fly American and they call the veterans,
Mhm.
they call anybody flying with children
This
or disability,
yeah.
and then they call first class,
Mhm.
and then they call groups 1, 2, 3,
Right.
4, 5, and 6. You fly Delta, and it's like Diamond Premium.
Oh yeah.
They have like 100 of them before you even get
Oh,
to
yeah.
the veterans
Oh,
and
yeah.
before you get to the people. And I'm like, hey, if you're here with one leg with 4 toes and one leg with 6 toes, go ahead and get on the plane. And I'm just like, what am I flying? And I'm in group 7, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I'll just get on when everybody else is already
Yeah.
on, because it's hilarious. Because Delta has, I don't know how many different tiers they have in their
There's
program.
there's at least I know a minimum of 4 that I hear before they get to the.
And there can't be that many people in the first one that they call,
like,
because
yeah,
I've never.
diamond,
Yeah.
platinum.
It's unreal.
Oh, it's literally insane. I
Yeah.
mean,
But it makes it fun. I love watching the people that get on, like the people that are like multi-million milers. I'm like,
Oh, my
they
God.
just live on airplanes.
dude. When I fly, the only thing I take on the plane with me is my laptop bag, my backpack.
Yeah, my backpack. That's
Everything
all I
else
fly
I
with.
check.
Me
I
too.
don't do a carry-on bag. I don't my laptop backpack. That's it.
If somebody else is paying for it, I'm checking my bag.
I check anyway, just for the simple fact that when I plan trips, I've got at least an hour layover. I don't
Oh,
need
yeah.
to be carrying. I don't want to carry all this crap around with me, right?
Right.
And if I'm going somewhere to the final destination, well, guess what? If I'm gonna go get an Uber or Lyft, guess where that's at? baggage
claim. Might as well.
Exactly. So when I flew, the last time I flew,
I missed it. Somebody said something.
It might have been to Omaha or to Denver, one of those two. I get to my seat,
Yep.
Delta flight, blah blah blah. I always pick a window seat if I can. I get to my seat, and the overhead was full for my row.
Yeah.
And so there was already two people sitting there in the seat, and I said, "Hey guys, this is just out of curiosity."
Luna said, Jared said, "You guys gonna talk about toys?"
No.
Nope, you're not here. We
So-
haven't seen each other in weeks.
So I asked the two guys, and I say, "Hey, is this y'all's?" They're like, "This one's mine, and that was my blah blah blah." And I said, "Whose is this one?" So I looked over the next row over. I said, "Hey, is this bag any of y'all's like that?" And there's a guy sitting there on the aisle seat. He goes, "Yeah, that one's mine." There you go.
Because
I
it
said,
was on.
That's my row.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. But he looked at me like he could just rip my throat out. I'm like, "I'm sorry, dude. There's a limit. Don't be taking my spot."
That's like somebody putting their bag under your seat
Yeah.
where you're gonna sit.
And I mean, I wasn't mad or nothing. I just corrected the situation. And then the stewardess came down, and she was asked by. I said, "Ma'am," I said, he was complaining going on, and she goes, "Well, sir, he's right. That's his. Give me your bag. I'll check it. And you can pick it up at the door." And he was just like,
Love it.
"Oh, and so for Jared, let's talk about toys."
Oh, we got toys. Sweet. I'm gonna throw this away.
Throw this away.
What is that?
These are minion thingies. Got a couple things going. So,
Check one.
you know
one.
they've got the little mystery boxes for the Despicable Four.
Oh yeah.
So the little square box is the heaviest one. That's the cool one in my book. You know the.
So is that what you got there? Is the
these
heavy ones?
No, these are
Oh.
different ones. These all weighed the same, like they all feel the same. Jared, you want to stay an admin?
Hi, Jeanette.
Big shout out to Susan. Congrats on the good news that she got. So
What happened?
she got some career opportunity good news.
Oh,
So,
nice.
Yeah, congrats on that.
Congratulations.
So I don't know what's in these.
Well, I'm about to find out because I've
Uh,
already ripped mine open.
Yeah, it's okay to rip it open. I like the fact that the little egg here.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's got like a little storage thing on it. But if you feel both of them, they feel the same.
Yeah.
So
It feels like it's a soft thing.
I don't think it is.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's what this is.
It's a mini plush.
Oh my Lord, I didn't know it was a mini plush.
About to open this one.
I'm disappointed.
Disappointed.
Well, my granddaughter, she's gonna have some mini plushes.
Oh wait, what color is yours?
What color is what?
Your plush.
I don't know.
There was a hole right
They
here.
should all be yellow.
Well, there's purple ones.
Because there's one rare one. One. It's like red. Does Phoebe like minions?
No.
Well, you can give her that if you want. to.
Nope, you're getting this one. Because if you have two, you're gonna get two. Why are his arms long? Oh, you've got Bob and I can't remember their names. Anybody know their names?
So basically, yeah, that's the rare right there.
Oh
But
man.
see, when you look at these, they don't look like plushes.
No, they don't.
I was hoping they weren't plush. I was hoping they were like the other ones. But yeah, so there's all the plushes.
Does it have their names?
Yes, you got
Bob.
Mega Tim.
Tim.
I got Mega Gus.
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 Are these even real names?
So this one right here, the Mega Jerry, that's the one that's in the little box. That's actually a hard little mini.
Yeah.
And that's the heavy one. So I mean, it's so obvious.
That's funny that
And
these
I've
are
got him.
plushes.
I know, right? But yeah, that's the super rare one. Pit Crew.
I like that one.
Yeah. Mega Dave's pretty cool.
My wife just texted. She said we made cranberry orange loaf, so don't get lemon Starbucks loaf if you haven't already. I was like, I already had a scone, but I'm gonna have some cranberry orange loaf when I get home.
Is that Velcro?
Is
It
it?
sort of feels like Velcro. See how
Huh. I wonder if they hold hands. Nope. It's great.
I'm so disappointed. I was really hoping they were going to.
Your granddaughter's gonna be stoked.
Yeah, she will be. She took my dinosaur.
Your big dinosaur?
No, the puppy.
Oh.
I finally got baby blue.
Yeah. She took it.
I tried my best. I said, "Hey," I said, "Sweetheart, you want to keep it here so it's always here for us?" She goes,
She
"No,
said,
because
"Nope."
you'll play with it." I'm like,
That's awesome.
well, maybe I would.
That's awesome.
I'm just saying. I mean, you know what? I got an idea.
What are you gonna do
I
with
got
it?
an idea.
You putting it somewhere?
So what we're gonna do with these? He got a boo-boo. I do got a boo-boo. So what I'm gonna do? Let's see here. How do we want to do this? Probably when we leave, we may just sit them here in the chair.
Yeah, just leave them there.
And so it'd be nice to see a little kid.
Yep.
I mean, that would be cool. Oh my goodness. Oh, yo, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
What? Oh, those are the same people.
Huh? No,
Just
what's the?
What?
Hey guys,
Is
y'all
he
want
throwing
'em?
those down to? He's literally throwing those down to some kids.
there you go. It's two kids down there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So funny.
That is hilarious.
It's so funny. I think, hey, you want them? Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. Oh man.
Making a kid's day.
So what else? Anything else exciting?
Man, I got some new files I gotta get. Man, I'm behind on my.
3D printer files?
Yeah, I've got a set of samurai files to do on a Mythic Legion's dwarf. So that'd be cool.
Print or
Resin.
resin?
I've got a new. I got a new helmet I'm gonna start printing this weekend.
Really?
Yes, I'm so excited.
Speaking
for
of
this.
helmets, if you got that big giant 4 foot by 4 foot, you could do helmets in one piece.
Dude, I could do 20 helmets on that thing in one piece. It's insane, dude.
You gonna get one?
No, dude.
Are you thinking about it?
I mean, the real estate factor on it is insane.
Banana Pudding Festival in Collegedale today.
Yay.
I like banana pudding.
I do too, but
It's nasty out.
you let me tell you what today is. Today, tomorrow, and Monday is nothing. Literally nothing.
Well, that sucks. I have to put a new fuel pump in my Volvo station wagon,
Yeah.
and you kind of have to have the doors open when you open that fuel tank since it's under the seat in the back. And I wanted to do that this weekend. Maybe there'll be a break in the rain.
There's supposed to be a break this afternoon.
I'll do it this afternoon.
So it's funny. I was talking to Kim night before last at the hotel, and was talking about me coming home yesterday, blah blah blah. And I asked her, I said, what's the weather look like? Because I hadn't seen any of that crap while I was gone. And she goes, well, it looks like it's going to rain all weekend. And I was like, yes. And she's like, what? I'm like, I am so happy you said that. She said, why? I said, because that means I don't have to do nothing.
I just get to come home and relax.
I can fire up the 3D printers. I can do some unboxing
How's she doing?
videos.
She doing good?
Yeah, she's done fine.
Good. Good.
Yeah, she sent me a picture where she hung a tool rack that she ordered.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, sweet. I'm telling you,
She's like, I don't need you here to hang my tool rack.
having a wife or a partner that can actually do things
Handy.
is amazing.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very,
agree.
very amazing. Oh, Cara and Ella, pop, $30, box lunch. Yay. Ooh.
I haven't bought a pop in a long time. I did buy one a couple of weeks ago because it was a chase, and I just was
I
like,
hadn't
might
seen
as well.
a pop chase in forever.
I found 3 in the last month and a half.
I've even doubt that they even. I've got to the point where I doubt that they even make them anymore because of that. I'm telling you. But no, so basically this weekend.
All the lights are coming on, and it's wild. The H&M sign just popped on. That popped on
What time
behind
is
us. 9:45.
Oh yeah, it's getting close.
JCPenney's doesn't even open till 11 o'clock, which I don't know how they get away with that. I thought they fined them if they didn't open at the same
I
time
don't know either.
as the mall. Did you guys take care of your what?
Take care of. Oh, look here, Game of Clones.
Game
There.
of Clones.
Game of Clones.
Yeah, I know. I saw it earlier. I like it.
Mm,
You guys take care of yourself with the bad weather heading
Arizona
your way.
sun.
Will do, Mr. Graham.
Matthias is the pop chase whisperer. That's true. I mean, in our area, yeah, you pretty much are the.
It's just random. I'm
It's-
not even looking. I just walk by the electronics
It's-
section and I'm like, ooh, I wonder if there's anything new. And then there was 2 chases one time, and then
What was
recently
the chases of? I mean, what were they?
anime. So one was
Oh, I know the one.
Demon Slayer was
Yeah.
one, and I can't remember what the other one was. And then I found another anime one recently. I sent it to
Have you had any luck finding that monster truck chase?
Nope.
What is it? The incinerator?
still looking for it.
Is that what it is? Is that the stormtrooper incinerator?
I sent it to Yoj, so that's his. I got this one, and that's a Demon Slayer pop.
Some comic style. Nice.
And then I got those 2 a couple of weeks
Oh,
before
a
that.
glow chase.
A glow chase.
So I was on Paul Knapp's live stream last Monday.
Who?
Paul Knapp. He's a G.I. Joe guy.
Okay.
Really cool guy. And it was so funny because number one, we had a really good time, but he actually has these questions that he asks, right?
Yep.
And one of the questions he asked was, where do I see 6 scale in the next 10 years? And I thought, oh, that's a good question. And for the folks that, for watching this, I'll tell you exactly what I told him. I said, in all honesty, stores like Hot Toys Sideshow, I don't see them around in 10 years. And the reason why is because customizers and 3D printing technology, I think, is going to make buying a $300 6-scale figure, harder to
stomach.
It's like well, okay, good example. I'll use me as myself. I have no desire to buy.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Why would I spend
Troopers.
$300 when I can print one and paint it and enjoy it
Yeah.
for less than $100 probably?
Oh, way less than 100.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that doesn't just translate to.
But there's a lot of
6 scale.
people out there that aren't very artistic and don't like to take that time.
Agreed.
But then there's going to be people that enjoy it
Right.
to where they print them, paint them,
But let me
and
take it.
sell them.
But let me take it to the continuation of that. With companies like Sideshow and Hot Toy, they pretty much have the market cornered when it comes to good 6-scale figures, and
Right.
they are by far great.
Yeah, the skin on them is amazing to me.
But here's the thing: companies like Valverse, Savage Crucible, Four Horsemen Studios, these smaller companies, with the quality that they're putting out in 12 scale.
What if Mythic Legions did a
Oh,
sixth scale?
Well, they got the orc scale, which
Yeah.
is pretty good size. But if they did them, of course, it's all mythics, of course.
Right, but
you're
still.
not gonna get a Star Wars figure.
No.
But within the next 10 years, yeah, I don't see 3-0 and Sideshow and Hot Toys and all them being the people per se. And people, I think, are will get. I think
Somebody
honestly,
put this on your calendar. We're going to talk about it in 10 years.
I'll be 70.
We won't be talking about it in 10 years.
What do you mean? I'm still gonna have my life. I'm still gonna be on YouTube at 70.
Are you?
Yeah.
All
Me
right.
and my little power chair. Yeah.
My power chair. My
but
rascal.
I think the point I'm making with it is, like, right now, you have to wait years to get these figures. And
So some of the ones that they put out, you do wait.
every single one that gets released is a wait list. You're waiting. Very seldom do you ever get one that's like
Because
immediately
they're
released
building
and
them
in
to
stock.
order, essentially.
No,
You
it's
think
just,
that, you think
you can
think
get
that
it
they
overseas.
have extra?
You can get it
okay.
overseas. Like you can go to places like Pop Collectibles, and you can get it as soon as it comes out. Now you're gonna pay a crap ton of money for shipping, which I refuse to do. I'm not gonna pay the same amount of money for shipping as the figure costs.
No.
Because I could care less about having it day one. I could care less. That means nothing to me. But what I'm thinking is, over the next 10 years, they're not going to be the dominant factor in 6 scale.
You think customizers will be?
Yes, because think about it. Valverse, Mythic Legion, Savage Crucible, Animal Kingdom, all these people that are, Gasselcast with their freaking Ghastly figure. I mean, it's not a posable figure,
Right.
but that's just, Chris and Heather designed their own toy, and they're killing it. So my thought on this is, eventually, and I'm not saying the next 10 years, technology is only going to get better, and you're going to see more and more people say, hey, why do I want to give you $300? Why don't I get $300?
Yeah.
And who's to say that somebody can't take a license away from a Hot Toys or Sideshow?
Right. I mean, the same thing happens with Funko Pops all the time.
Exactly.
They lose their license all the
see,
time.
the reason why I think Hot Toys and Sideshow have these licenses is because there's really nobody else doing them.
Well, there's also they're willing to pay
Yep.
for the license because licenses aren't
It ain't cheap. It ain't cheap.
And if you think about it, Funko with Star Wars, the only way they got that license is because they are bobbleheads.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't let them do stationary figures because that license is already somebody else has it.
Yeah.
So
that's what I think over the next 10 years. And I also think that companies like Hasbro will slowly get overtaken by companies like Valverse.
the smaller companies that are building
Well,
posable figures and
yeah, because here's the thing: if you take Valverse, I mean, dude, they've already made a 12 scale vehicle. It's awesome looking. It is amazing.
and any 12 scale figure will fit in it.
Yes. So, if I was these bigger companies, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they got a.
They probably are scooping them up.
I'm sure they have a team of people that sort of keep them on. They should be, because eventually there will be something.
I mean, think
come
about
out.
it. Hasbro and Kenner and all those are now all under one umbrella.
I'm almost thinking that Hasbro at some point in the next 10 years, I think you'll see a reversion to where they'll go back more towards kids than adults. In other words, they may.
What? These toys aren't for kids?
I'm just saying. And again, this is just my opinions. I'm not no expert
They have
or
a
nothing.
pretty good grasp on that kid market too. Still,
They do. But it's amazing to me how if you look at the toy sections of Walmart and Target, all right, hang on.
I know.
Walmart and Target.
I just want to look something up.
If you look at the age bracket of toys, right? Now
Yep.
what we look at is basically your preteen or preteen, teen, 10 and up, blah blah blah, right? Shelves are empty.
Yeah.
If you go to that smaller age group of the kids, shelves are full,
Stocked to the brim.
stocked, and not with old stuff.
Yep.
And there's a constant cycle of stuff from, let's say, 2 to 10, 2 to 11, something like that.
Listen to all these companies that Hasbro owns, subsidiaries, if you will. Allspark, Tonka, Play School, Wizards of the Coast, Avalon Hill, SCG Characters, Entertainment One, Tiger Electronics, Laramie, Selchow, never heard of it, and Ryder, I don't know who that is, Milton Bradley, Parker Brothers, Kenner, Cranium, Waddington, Galoob, Rebit, TSR, Backflip Studios. Hell, there's more. and I can't.
Kind of.
Yeah, that's nuts, right?
Yeah. But the biggest bulk of their money is not with Star Wars figures. It's not with G.I. Joe figures or Transformers or Jurassic Park.
That's just the companies.
Yeah.
Then all the other subcategories: Action Man, Axis and Allies, Cluedo, Dungeons and Dragons,
Good board
G.I.
games.
Joe,
Yep.
Littlest Pet Shop, Mr. Potato Head, Monopoly, My Little Pony, Nerf, Peppa Pig, Pound Puppies, Power Rangers, Scrabble, and Transformers. How crazy is that?
Yeah.
That's a lot
Yeah. So
for one
conglomerate.
parent
It's
company
a conglomerate. So
to own.
at the end of the day, if you think about what we're seeing in stores, everything that we collect
Yep.
is what you don't see. Everything that children play with is fully stocked.
Yeah, fully stocked. Everything.
The demographic, and I'm just going to say this: the demographic for Star Wars figures, G.I. Joe figures, Transformers, McFarlane, those demographics.
That's another
I feel
one, by the
like,
way.
is 16 and up.
Easily.
And to be perfectly honest, it's probably 30 and up is the biggest demographic.
I'd probably 25. People that can afford to buy that stuff.
If you did the statistics of sales, if you could do a survey on sales.
That's the other thing. So let's look at the other spectrum. You have Hot Wheels, right?
I've never seen a kid in a Hot Wheels section.
Oh, I have.
But it's rare.
3 and up, right?
Yeah.
That's what a Hot Wheel is. 3
Yes.
and up. They make now all the other stuff. They make the little remote control cars.
Yep.
But it is when I was a kid, there was probably only like 30 different cars that you could find.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now it's hundreds.
Oh.
There's 100 different ones in every bin.
Oh, yeah.
Easily. There's 256 that come out throughout the year,
Yeah.
right? Some of them are different colorways. But you're still over 100 plus cars. Back
Yeah.
in the day, it was probably like 8 cars
Maybe
and
one
5
case
different
a
colors,
year.
right? So, but like you said, you rarely do see kids there. It's mostly adults.
I'll be honest with you. In the Hot Wheel aisle, the Star Wars, Marvel Legend aisles, it's rare.
I know.
I mean, 9 times out of 10, I'll see 9 adults for every one kid.
Oh yeah. The last night I stopped at. We went to the drive-in to see the Garfield movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, let's run and get some candy real quick at the Walmart. You know, the little
Yeah.
$1. Now it's $1.25 for
Yeah.
candy. It is hot in here.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just gonna run over to the toy section real quick. And there was 3 kids in the toy aisle running around with their heads cut off while the parents were going through all the Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
And the kids were like all in my way. I just wanted to kick them, but I didn't.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. It's
Imagine though if you took a What would you think would be for a good demographic test run? 3 months?
Yeah.
6 months?
Yeah, probably
So-
3 months.
So let's take 3 months.
You could take
If you could take 3 months of Walmart and Target, or either one, but let's just say Walmart and Target. If you went up to purchase a toy, if there was something there that they could tag adult or child, no names, on adult or child, I would put any amount of money.
Oh, like who's this for? A kid or an adult? When
no,
you're
as
checking
far as
out?
like who actually is this? you
Yeah.
know, I would almost bet you that adults make up the bigger percentage.
Probably. Man, I'm sweating.
You know. Bless his heart. You'd think you'd be acclimated. Of course, we got this. It's humid in here. It's not real hot.
It's humid.
Very humid. I reckon we're going to.
I just started sweating.
What we got here?
It's probably all that coffee I drank.
But I do think in the next 10 years, if not sooner, that there's going to be some of these smaller groups are really going to blow it
like
out.
you mentioned McFarland a minute ago. That's another one I think that's going to be.
I don't think McFarland wants to. I think McFarland just enjoys making toys. And
I
just
think he
like-
does too. But let me tell you, he makes some kick-ass stuff. Pardon my French.
He does.
I have a Batman. I have the Thomas Wayne Batman on my desk,
Yeah.
and the articulation on his toys for the price point is phenomenal.
Oh yeah. And see, price
People
point
come
for
in and
me-
play with that thing all the time. I'm
Yeah.
like, quit touching my toy. I had him posed
Well,
perfectly.
And that's the thing I love about, like I said, at Savage Crucible, Animal Kingdom. I keep saying them, Valverse, Mythic Legions, McFarlane. The price point is the McFarlane Warhammer figures. I'm really jumping into those right now. Those
Yeah,
7-inch War. They're $30, but a ton of accessories.
And they're also bulky.
And you know what? It's got a toe pivot on a freaking Warhammer.
That's my favorite part of my
Yes.
Thomas Wayne Batman.
toe pivot.
I'm like, look, I can make him like literally like look like he's
Yes.
like pushing off with his foot.
The Warhammer that I did a review on, the final pose I did him in was a kneeling pose, and guess what?
You can kneel
Kneeling.
with yeah.
Not ballerina kneeling, actual kneeling.
Yeah,
So,
that's awesome.
Anyway, we're going to
Toe pivot.
GameStop's open. Box lunch is open. We're gonna make some rounds, but yeah,
I bet you that was loud.
good to see you back, man.
I'm glad to be back.
Jared, sorry
I'm
you
gonna flick his
you wasn't
finger.
here, man.
Yeah, Jared.
So
Hey,
hope-
Jared, you know what I would really like is a Bad Batch decal. Because it's on my station wagon and I do want to put one on my truck.
and it's raining, so you ain't got nothing else to do.
So, you know, if your wife wants to print me one, that'd be fantastic. I'd appreciate it.
So
Is he listening? I saw,
he
I saw
just-
him
yeah,
pop up.
Yeah, he's saying my Target has some. I know.
Your
yeah.
Target has what?
Warhammer. That's the only place I've seen them so far has been my Target. I
In
haven't
Cleveland?
seen them. Yeah,
I've never seen them at a store.
I've only seen like the first time I saw them there was only 3. Then this last one I saw 1.
It was great to be here. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Stay safe.
I hope. Oh, so you're sick?
Oh, you're ill. I am so sorry.
man.
I hope you feel better.
Yes. Let's make it look like
I love it.
Let us pray. Oh, dear Lord, please help Jared to feel better so he won't be cranky to Kate and be a miserable person to be around. Amen.
Eat some
Chicken noodle soup. All right, guys. Seriously, Jared, hope you feel better. Sorry you're feeling bad, but yeah, hopefully next weekend we'll all 3 be together.
Yeah, hopefully.
Unless
I
I'm
should be here.
Yeah, I should.
Hang on.
Yeah, I was about to
Check my
say.
calendar. It's sad, right? That we have to check calendars. Oop, that's not my calendar.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a short week this week, too.
Yes.
June 1st. Yeah, I'm good.
I think I'll be good for the weekend. I may be gone that following week through the
I'm gone the 5th, 6th, and
11th.
7th.
So,
Okay, yeah, I should be here.
all right, Jared, you've got over a week to get better. You got a week to get better.
A week. 1 week.
All right, guys, we're out of here. Have a good rest of the day. Have a great rest of the weekend. Enjoy this Memorial Day.
Memorial Day weekend. I'm surprised you did a live show.
Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. All right, let's get out of here.
Memorial Day's Monday. I don't know. Oh, one quick thing, real quick. So the job I was doing this past week,
Yeah.
funniest thing ever, right? Me and 2 other of the subs contractors
Yep.
were Marines.
What?
You talking about funny.
Y'all had a good old time.
Oh, the one sub on his day worker he had,
Yeah.
he was just going off on him, like Marine Corps style, right? And I'm sitting over here giggling, you know. He goes, "You want a piece of him? He'll stand there and take it too." I was like, "What?" He said, lay into him." He told the other Marine, "You want some of him too? We'll drill instructor his butt." Like,
That is great.
all right, we're out. Hope you all have a great rest of the day, and we'll talk to you later.